It's the next morning, the morning of November 8th. Got temperatures in the low 40s. So normally nothing can get me in a bad mood during the rut. But today's sure trying its best. Last night my dog had a bunch of medical emergencies, so I was up in the middle of the night. And then this morning I was running late, because I was still trying to get all that wrapped up. I get out of my car, and the landowner stops me, because at this point it's daylight. It's probably 20 minutes after sunrise. The landowner tells me that I just missed a bunch of deer, ran right past my stand. And then I get to my stand, and I get up, and I dropped my release at some point. So I had to get back down and go find that. And then when I was finally back in the tree and almost set up, a decent 2.5-year-old buck came by. I didn't even have my stuff put together yet. I had my bow, but I didn't have an arrow nocked. I didn't have my release on. I just had enough time to get him on film for a split second as he walked away. Well, I'm not going to let it get me down. It's the rut. It's a beautiful time of year. 5 minutes from now, another group of deer could come running past. Or at the minimum, I get to enjoy the weather, right? So, it's going to be a good morning. Do a little bit of rattling, a little bit of grunting. We'll see. Again, so. Alright, well, I'm going to take a breath here, clear my head, and enjoy the sunrise. I'm kind of glad that wasn't a mature deer. By the time that deer was maybe 15 yards away, coming straight at me, I had maybe a second to stand up, get the camera on, and he looked up at me a couple of times. I don't think I could have gotten the bow in my hand. So, later on in the season, maybe like November, late November, December, I'd think about putting that deer down, just since it was a chip shot, 10 yards, but it's just not a mature whitetail. So right now, it's mature buck or mature doe only. So, and most of the year, I'll put down pretty much anything that comes within 20 yards and gives me an ethical shot. But that's just not today. So he gets a pass today. Lucky duck. So, well, maybe I'll do a little bit more rattling. We'll see. It's still a gorgeous morning out, regardless. At least I got to see some deer. Alright, well, that is, what, $3 this morning? 1 2.5-year-old maybe shooter, depends. And then a little spike buck, and then at 5 or 6. I think I'm gonna get down, even though I wanted to stay late. The Big Ten, the high 8-point, that wide deer this morning at 2.5-year-old, and that 5-pointer all took the same trail on the other side of the creek. And believe it or not, this property actually extends about 10 yards on the other side of that creek. So depending upon if they take the higher trail or the lower trail, it's on this property. So I'm gonna get down, jump into my car, grab a tree stand, an extra tree stand, and there's a beech tree about 20-25 yards to my north that I think I'm gonna hang a quick set, and I'll give that a couple of sits, and we'll see if I might be able to trick one of those to come straight through. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I'm gonna go do that. So next time you guys catch me, I'll probably be in my new set. So see you there.